What's happening, boxing fans? It's your boy Pool Kind of Box coming at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. Keith One Time Thurman shows up at the Errol Spence Manny Pacquiao press conference. He's 29 wins, 1 loss, and 22 KOs. Keith Thurman, he was talking to the interviewers, and he was talking about how he wants the winner and out of Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Now, don't get me wrong, Keith Thurman is a good fighter. He's an elite fighter, but he can't be trusted. He can't be trusted because he froze out Errol Spence Jr. once he was coming up. And I understand that, Keith Thurman, all the excuses about he was pursuing Floyd Mayweather, all those narratives, and he was trying to build the fight up between him and Errol Spence Jr. But Keith Thurman lost out trying to gamble. He tried to take the path of least resistance, and he gambled on Pacquiao, and Pacquiao beat him. So he keeps trying to talk like he had a master plan. I don't think he had one, to tell you the truth. I don't trust anything Keith Thurman says. He's kind of like a used car salesman. He shows up at the press conference like he just sold 2 cars. He walk around the PBC events like he's some kind of dethroned king. And, he's always, act like he's some kind of ambassador talking about the state affairs of boxing. So now he wants to get back into the mix after all those hiatuses he took. Well, I don't trust Keith Thurman, because once he gets the belt, who knows what he's going to do? He's going to hold up the division again. And we've seen it time and time again. Once he had the WBC, he had the WBA, and he just held up the division. Talking about who was worthy. Let's wait for you to get your profile up and all this kind of shit. Nobody wants to hear Keith Thurman right now. He showed what he would do when he got the juice. Once he got the power and position, he's going to hold up the division, and that's what I believe. Well, if Keith Thurman is serious, he would have fought Ugas by now. He would have fought Yodanis, Ugas already. He would be pursuing that fight to get the WBA belt. And I've heard some things where, he's trying to go in that path, but he kind of messed himself up, man. He kind of messed himself up. And he knows that Errol Spence Jr. has no interest, in fighting him. The interviewer asked Keith, he said, how is he going to get the fight with Errol Spence Jr. feeling like that, about him? And he said, like Keith Thurman, in that Keith Thurman way, weather's change sometimes, and it's sunny. Sometimes it's rainy and cloudy. It's like, man, this dude think he's some kind of hood Confucius or something. He is not Chinese. He is not wise. He's a smart analyst. Don't get me wrong. He knows his boxing. But, the way he talks around things is just put people off, and he's not direct. He says humans are very emotional, and he thinks there's going to be a time and place coming soon for him and Errol Spence to have a fight. Well, that may be true if he fight Yodanis Ugas and they meet and fight. He win that WBA belt. Maybe that's the plan, because PBC seem like they're trying to keep all the fights in-house, so they can make all the money and keep the money in-house. And look like Keith Thurman walking around here like he knows he's in on the plan. But yeah, I'm just kind of off put by Keith Thurman. I thought at one time he was going to be the baddest dude, in the division, and he was going to just be hard to beat. But after he got the belts, and he kept claiming all these injuries, get back year, he looked horrible against Josecito Lopez, who almost took him out, almost knocked his ass out. And we haven't seen him. We haven't seen him since the Manny Pacquiao fight. The night before he fought Pacquiao, he was gambling all night, taking Pacquiao, taking him lightly, underestimating Manny Pacquiao. And see, he should have known that Manny Pacquiao is a legend, and he will get the nod if he don't inflict some serious damage on Manny Pacquiao. But I don't think Keith Thurman Hart is in fighting anymore. I don't believe nothing he says, and I just don't want him up in the mix anymore because he's unpredictable, and I believe he'll hold up the welterweight division. Right? Then I don't think Errol Spence Jr. wants to fight that man. I don't think he wants to fight Keith Thurman because he's full of shit, and nobody's thinking about Keith Thurman. He's a great analyst. He has a great boxing mind. He might be a good trainer one day. But as far as his fighting spirit, I don't see it, man. I don't see it at all. I mean, I wouldn't put my money on Keith Thurman to win anything right now. I think he's just trying to cash out. I think he's trying to clout chase Errol Spence. I think he's trying to clout chase anybody who's on top. He's trying to get an analyst job, or he's trying to get him some kind of fight, to get him one last fight to cash out. That's what I think about Keith Thurman. And it's just sad to see, a fighter his stature, somebody who can fight, just waste his time, waste his career, and work hard to get to that moment, and just throw it aside. I just hate it, my brothers. You know what I mean? And it's just sad, bro. But if he's gonna be serious about getting up in the mix, he need to go fight Yodanis Ugas. As a matter of fact, he should be on the undercard of Keith Thurman and the Errol Spence fight. That would have been perfect. A perfect build-up for them to have a for him to get that belt, and then him and Errol Spence could meet. As far as Terrence Crawford, I'm not even thinking about that fight, man, because I don't think Terrence Crawford wants smoke with anybody at the PBC. I think Top Rank is closed ranks, and I think that PBC is closing rank, and it's a power battle, a power struggle for who's going to control boxing. So that's going to affect the boxing fans, and that's going to affect, it's going to affect boxing. So we're not going to get the fights that we want to see. But that's what I think about it. This has been Pool Kind of Boxing. Smash the like button for your boy, and subscribe to my channel, and I will get back with you guys in the next one.